On 28th July 2025, clashes erupted in the border of South Sudan and Uganda, precisely in Kajau-Keji County of South Sudan's Central Equatoria State and Uganda's Yumbe district located in West Nile. So why did the clashes erupt? Well, it is alleged that South Sudan People's Defense Forces established a military base in Ugandan soil and claimed that the land they were occupying belonged to South Sudan. So, UPDF reportedly confronted their South Sudan counterparts, a clash that led to the death of at least 7 people, including soldiers from either armies, as per media reports. South Sudan People's Defense Forces, in a statement issued on 29th July 2025, confirmed that indeed the armies of Uganda and South Sudan had clashed and that the chiefs of defense forces of both countries spoke immediately and agreed to form a joint committee to investigate the cause of the confrontations and ordered for the immediate cessation of all forms of hostilities. 4 days later, on 2nd August 2025, the Deputy Chief of Defense Forces of Uganda, Lieutenant General Sam Okiding, went to Juba and met with the Chief of the South Sudan People's Defense Forces. A UPDF statement indicated that General Okiding was in Juba to strengthen bilateral military cooperation between Uganda and South Sudan, but there is a likelihood that he flew to Juba over the border tensions. Now, immediately thereafter, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, through a statement he issued on his X account, formerly Twitter, said, and I quote, "It is wrong and treacherous to accuse UPDF of anything nefarious. Mzee," meaning President Museveni, "has sent me to meet my uncle, Afande Salva Kiir, soon. I will go and meet my boss in Juba and we shall resolve the issues." End of quote. The clash between SSPDF and UPDF was the topic of discussion in South Sudan's parliament on Monday. Some members of parliament accused the UPDF of attacking Kajau-Keji County in Central Equatoria State and demanded that security chiefs in Juba should appear before parliament and explain what exactly went wrong. And on Wednesday, 6th August, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, again on his X account, claimed that UPDF did not fight the South Sudanese soldiers, contradicting the statement earlier issued by the South Sudan Army. He said, and I quote, "The enemy that entered Ugandan territory last month was not SSPDF. It was an assortment of terrorist groups opposed to Juba. We shall deal with them jointly with SSPDF." He would later fly to Juba on Saturday, where he met President Salva Kiir, fulfilling his August 3rd, 2025 statement, where he asserted that President Museveni had asked him to go and meet President Salva Kiir. General Muhoozi and President Salva Kiir held talks regarding strengthening bilateral relations and regional stability, according to the UPDF statement. Whereas calm has returned to the border area of Uganda and South Sudan, where fighting erupted nearly 2 weeks ago, more than 15,000 people were displaced following the tensions, and that is according to the Commissioner of Kajau-Keji County in South Sudan. But the meeting between General Muhoozi and President Salva Kiir could go a long way in solving the recurrent border-related issues between Uganda and South Sudan. Daniel Kibet, NTV.